Yo, we're back for another podcast. Today I got a special guest. A special guest. He's very special. Very special, man. SadBoiSavage, come sit down, bro.
The funky monkey in the flesh.
SadBoiSavage.
The connoisseur.
How's it going, bro?
It's going good. It's going good.
You got yourself all done up for me? I appreciate it.
Yeah. I like to be, do some makeup before, I come in. I thought this was a different kind of interview here, but it turns out it was Koty Kolter's podcast, so.
Yeah, you're good, man. But I appreciate you putting in all the effort, man. Your hair looks great. Your makeup looks gorgeous. Yeah. Shake it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I haven't seen you in a while. We've been doing some catching up for the podcast, talking to each other.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
Life catches up. You've been doing your dad shit. I've been fucking...
Doing your shit.
Yeah.
Your sad boy life. Your
sad boy life. Yeah, sad boy life. Working the corporate grind and living the sad boy life. That's how we do it.
We've known each other for a while, though.
Probably like 8 years.
So, do you remember when we first met? Do you know how we first met?
We first met because, and I love this story. I told it publicly once, but it was in an interview that never got released. So,
oh, you had an interview before this, bro? I thought this was breaking news.
No, this was
SadBoiSavage.
This was like 2018 though, so it's old. And that shit never went anywhere. So I don't know what happened to that. But anyways, yeah, man, how we met is. I was a huge fan of yours. This is back when I was with Jesse, Magic Man. He was living with me.
Shout out Magic Man.
Yeah, shout out Magic Man, bro. If you're watching this, love your brother. But Magic Man and me were obsessed with you, bro. We loved your fucking songs. We loved The Lazarus Effect, which was your album out of the time, and we would listen to it all the time.
Which is my third album, which is weird because usually when I think of people like hearing about me or being fans of me, it's my first couple albums as I was growing. But this is actually the third one. I recorded at Escapade's house.
Yeah.
That's Chop Chop is on that album.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you hitting me up. You were like, yo, bro, big fan. And you're like, I do tattoos. I wasn't even going to message you back until you were like, I do tattoos.
Yeah.
I was like, where do you live? I am on my way. Then do you remember what happened?
Yeah, what I also messaged you was like, I'm also a rapper, which I wrote raps, but they weren't good, and I didn't know how to write, so it wasn't actually a rapper, not like you were. But you came through and you taught me how to write,
structure
music.
your bars, and like
you were
this
like, you told me that I needed to count syllables. Which, for me, completely honest, I still to this day have no idea.
Don't know what a syllable is?
No, I don't know.
What does that mean?
I mean, someone show me. Like, it's like the clit. I've never found it.
Bro, I can break down what that means.
No, I know what a syllable is.
Okay.
But the thing is that I never learned how to count syllables. Like, I understand the concept of it, that you need to, like, it needs to be X amount of...
There's bars and syllables, two separate things. Are you talking about bars? Like counting like your bars, like the length?
The length of your bars. If there's too many syllables, if they don't match with each other, then it won't fit on the bars. Which is what you told me that and taught me that, and I didn't quite understand that, but I understood the concept of it. That I needed to make all of the things that I was saying be the same length, essentially.
Right.
And if they weren't the same length, they wouldn't hit on the beat, and it just doesn't make sense.
Just like that song I was just showing you where I was like, there I go drinking again, now my whole family tripping again.
Yeah.
So it's just like tripping again, drinking again. So that tripping again, that's 4 syllables. Drinking again, tripping again. That rhymes. But even the lead up, that has the same syllables. There I go. There I go drinking again. There I go drinking again. Now my whole family. Now my whole family is a little bit more, but it fits. Like, there I go drinking again. Yeah. Now my whole family tripping again. Like, the syllables have to line up for your bar to be structured right. And then you need 16 of those bars to make...
Well, I don't need 16 bars because
Sad
Boy only does 12 bar verses, people. So
I've done some 12s. I've done some 12s in my life.
All of my songs are super short, so I literally produce them that way. All of the beats that I make, they have 6 bar verses or hooks, and then they have 6 bar hooks, not verses. Yeah. and then they have 12-bar verses.
Right.
So I don't do full 16s.
Well,
I don't do 16s anymore.
12 isn't bad. I'm not opposed to 12-bar verses.
Well, knocking the verse down to 12 versus 16, and then knocking the hook down from, say, 8 or even more down to 6.
In my opinion, 6 doesn't work, but go ahead. I'll explain why, but I want you to finish.
Well, usually I'll repeat that 6 twice, so it ends up being 12 for like a chorus. That's what I was looking for, a chorus, not a hook.
But listen, a chorus, when a beat maker makes a hook, it's structured in 4, 8, 16.
Yeah.
So if you want to break
that's why I make
down,
my own beats.
You can, yeah, I know, I guess.
Because I don't know how all that shit works. So.
Bro, if you don't want to have a 12-bar or 8-bar hook, go to a 4. Don't go to a 6. That's going to make it a 12. It's kind of uneven. I'm not going to lie, though. I have noticed some of your stuff where it's like, I'll use the same scheme that I was talking about. Then I go drinking again. Then my whole family's drinking again. Time to go missing again. That's 3. You need one more rhyme. And I notice after 3, you'll switch up. But maybe it's because that's how you're counting the bars, which I'm not saying is wrong, but maybe that's just how you're counting the bars, by 3, 6, 12s instead of 4, 8.
I feel like I'm not even 12. Counting things, to be honest.
You gotta be, bro.
Like I listen to the beat and I hear when things hit, and I feel like I go into the pockets of the beats. But that's also why I like making my own beats too, because at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, I can tell.
I know, right?
No, just play it, man.
That's why sad boy ignorant.
But yeah, no, but that's why like I love to like pick people's brains, and I love to like bounce different ideas off people. And yeah, man, I've critiqued every one of your songs thoroughly. Yeah. Like you're like, here's my song, or
you're
here's
my biggest
something I
fan
wrote.
and my biggest hater.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I don't think it's hater. Like, bro, if I was a hater and I wasn't like, and I didn't like you at all, and you would send me something, this is my, bro, you can tell if you send me a song or you send me something that you wrote and I go, that's sick, bro.
Yeah.
That means I don't feel comfortable enough to break your shit down. I can break down anything. Give me a Jadakiss verse. I'll break it down to what he needs to change, what could be better. Everything can be better. Anything can change. Criticism is nothing but good.
Yeah,
and you want criticism from your friends.
Yeah.
If I don't feel comfortable enough giving you criticism, it's either because I'm not your friend enough, or it's either maybe because I don't feel like you'll take it well. And that's another thing is I talk like I'm on this high horse. I'm not on any high horse. My shit's trash too. My shit needs to be reworked. My shit needs criticism. Please give it to me. I'm open for that. I'm not open for just like full out hate. Like, yeah, that's trash. You should rewrite it. It's like, okay, yeah, what part? Good. What part don't you like? But listen,
need constructive criticism.
We were talking about first meeting. I want to get back to.
Okay, yeah, let's rewind.
I want to get back to. So you hit me up. You're like,
this is gonna be a long podcast. We got a lot.
You're like, yo, big fan. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then you were like, yo, I do tattoos.
You
knew.
And I've never to this day tattooed you
ever. But you knew that would kind of like.
Back then I was terrible.
Reel me in.
Yeah, I did.
So you were like, yo, bro, just so you know, I tattoo. That's when I messaged you back. I was like, yo, what's your address? I'm on my way. I'll help you with your rap shit. Here's the tattoos I want. You're like, yo.
And then you showed up, and I feel like...
Do you want me to tell it, or do you want... You
can tell it, yeah.
I think I'll be funnier telling it.
Oh, okay.
Might be more insulting to you. Or you can tell it.
Or you tell it, and then I'll tell my version of it.
So he goes, yo, come over to my place. I do tattoos. I'm like, fucking right, dude, let's do it. I show up to your place. You go, yo, this is Jesse Madman. Look at this tattoo I just did on him.
Magic Man. Madman. This is the Madman.
Yeah. You're like, here's Jesse, Magic Man. Here's the tattoo I did on him. Bro, worst tattoo I've ever seen. Already looked infected. Was only 30 seconds done tattooing. Looked mad infected. It was like pussing. It was, the lines are way too deep, squiggly as fuck. And I was straight up with you. I was like, I don't want you to tattoo me. I would, and I jokingly, but seriously, was like, I will never let you tattoo me, bro. Blah, blah, blah. But honestly, I've seen your tattoos recently. I just want to say this. You're getting a lot better. That's for sure. I would let you tattoo me.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to think
not
I'm just
8
fucking
years ago.
hating.
Not 8
but
years
that's
ago.
just how our interaction. Yeah.
No, I'm surprised anyone let me
went.
tattoo them back then, because it wasn't good work and it looked terrible. But I would literally have like people beg me to tattoo them.
Well, bro, yeah, free tattoos are free tattoos, dude. So I have a whole tattoo set. I have tattooed myself twice on my legs, on my knees.
Yeah.
And my sister, who was like, I'll give you money. I'll invest in your tattoo career. This is so cool that you're doing this. She really wanted a tattoo for me. After I tattooed myself, I was like, I'm not comfortable, which mine turned out all right, but I'm like, I'm not comfortable tattooing somebody else. I'm not that good. But I will tell you this, bro. I was 10 times better than you were at when you first started. And I wouldn't even tattoo somebody else. And you were tattooing the whole city.
Bro, I was tattooing a lot of
people.
people.
Bro, every rap show that I went to, they're like, Court just did this.
Tattoos.
Court did this. Oh, check out what Court just did. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm calling you Court. Court's your real name. The title's going to say SadBoiSavage.
Yeah.
Just in case someone's watching, they don't know who Court is. This is Court.
This is Court. Hello.
Just think
this
like
is also SadBoy. SadBoiSavage. I go by many names.
How the fuck did you get the name SadBoiSavage? I know why. It fits your whole personality and all your depressing shit that you post. So I get why you are a sad boy, but how did that come about?
So my original stage name was Kid Savage, which you actually gave to me.
Oh yeah. I came up with that.
Yeah.
Yo, but what was it before that? Before Kid Savage, it was something else.
So before Kid Savage, I didn't have an actual stage name, and I was thinking of names, and I wanted to call myself the Ruthless Savage. And you were like,
okay.
You were like, no, dude, you can't call yourself that.
The Ruthless Savage.
You're like,
yeah.
I remember specifically, you're like, that would be a name for like a battle rapper. You're like, you're not a battle rapper, bro. Yeah. You're like,
you're gonna make music and not, yeah.
You're like,
that's the name for someone like Genghis Khan. That's the name for someone in the 1200s who like raped a whole village of people. You're not the Ruthless Savage, dude.
Well, I'm glad I didn't go with that because, like, that's not the kind of name you could ever be famous with.
Yeah, the Ruthless Savage. And then they listen to your music and you're like, I'm sad today. I'm sad today. Like, this is the Ruthless Savage? Really? So, I get why you changed from Kid Savage to SadBoiSavage.
Yeah.
Sad Boy kind of goes with your...
It suits my overall... brand, I guess.
Speaking of overalls, you'd never be caught dead wearing those unless they were
denim.
I was gonna say neon, but yeah. Fucking country boy court over here.
Yeah. Hey, oddly enough, though, I do kind of come from the country. I love country music too. I was raised on country music.
Really?
When it comes to music too, I feel there's no bad genres. There's just bad songs. And that's a philosophy I came up myself when I was a kid. I'm a bit of a philosopher.
I can tell, man. Okay, so we both got ADD. It's so obvious. Yeah. Let's get back to
how we met.
I know. No, how you went from Kid Savage to SadBoiSavage.
So I gave myself SadBoiSavage name.
For sure.
And the reason I did that is because I didn't want to I gave myself the name. It took Kid Savage. So when you suggested that to me, you actually suggested like a bunch of names. I can't remember what the rest of them were, but they were all something Savage. And Kid Savage was like, oh, that's perfect. I was, I don't know, 19 or something at the time, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, this is awesome. But then as I got older, I was like, I don't want, I'm not a kid. I don't want to be Kid Savage.
You kind of are.
Well, all right,
How old are you anyway?
About to be 30. So
you're 29.
29, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be 30 in March. So.
Yeah. You're a youngin', but you're not a kid. You're not a kid, bro. Believe me, I get why you changed from Kid Savage to SadBoiSavage. I'm not offended, even if. Hang on, I'm about to sneeze. Look, if I sound stuffy, it's because I'm sick.
That fucking guy invents me on the podcast. Sick.
Bro, did I sneeze into the mic? No, I'm good.
No,
Listen,
you're good.
Okay, before we let my ADD kick in real quick. Before we get back to what we're saying, I just worked 12 hours. I got off work. I've been sick all day. I have an earache. I'm sneezing. My sinuses are all messed up. But bro, I did not want to cancel on you because I was excited for this one. Me and you go way back.
Yeah.
You're a fluorescent, flamboyant fucking young man. And I knew that everybody, bro, I had some people being like, you say faggot too much. But, dude, you were the biggest faggot that I know. Yeah. And you're not offended by me saying that. Are you?
No. Well, you know what's funny? I have a song. It's called I Do It All. It's on Spotify or all streaming platforms. Go listen to it.
Yeah.
But it opens up with, and me and Mars, so my buddy Mars. He's we
Shout
do
out
all
to
our
Mars.
shows. Shout out Mars Rivera. He'll be on the podcast soon. So wait for that. Subscribe for that shit. Hit the bell button, motherfuckers.
Ding ding. Motherfucker.
Someone put an animation on here. Just kidding.
Yeah. We got no editors here.
We got no editors.
Who are you talking to?
But anyways, so yeah, me and Mars, like we make like we do all our sets together and stuff. Like I bring him to all my shows. He's my hype man. He
said
does all
do
my songs.
sets together, not does sex together.
Sets. Let's be clear, sets. But I open all of my sets. So like I do all like the major rap acts that come through the venue. I open for most of them. I do my own shows. Like we did men's mental health.
You got to tie this back
Urban.
to the word faggot. Just go ahead.
We are okay.
Yeah.
So we open the set with "I Do It All," and the opening lines is, "Sad boy ignorant. I'm out here going retarded. Call you a bunch of faggots. You're barely getting started."
Yeah. So like. That's the first thing. When I say things as a joke. I talk a lot of shit. But, bro, you can vouch. I am the most open-minded, caring, loving person. I love everybody. I'm not racist, homophobic, transphobic in any way. But everyone's getting hit with these jokes. Everyone's getting hit with a faggot, a retard, a fucking... Black people steal. I don't know. They're all jokes. It's all jokes. So, anyway, so
Asian people can't drive.
No, but I'm glad that you're not.
Women are in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. It's just dumb, stupid jokes. Nothing that I actually feel. Nothing that I never try to hate on somebody or try to make somebody feel any less than they are. Which like everyone's beautiful. Everyone's people.
Unless you're sad boy.
Yeah, unless you're sad boy. Yeah, then you're nothing. You're worthless. No, but no, I do appreciate you coming through. I kind of forget where we're at, which is totally fine.
We were talking about the word faggot.
Okay, because to me, we only hit.
We didn't even get through that. To be honest.
Oh, yo, I wanted to talk about my rap name, how I got it.
How did you get your?
Somebody actually asked me that the other day, and I had to explain it.
How did you get the Koty Kolter name?
Oh my God, the window's falling down. The whole wall's falling down.
We're gonna die.
Yo, is this another pandemic?
I think I see Godzilla back there.
Yo, I'm a doomsday prepper. Go to the basement quick. Grab the rations. There's food rations. Okay. Yo, I just exposed the whole fucking. Okay.
Well, we don't know.
Yo, and I don't edit this podcast, so like that's just gonna stay in. Anyways,
you got sneak peeks, folks. Anyone who watches the full podcast and not the clips, shout out to you VIPs because y'all saw that.
Okay, and anyone that I bring in here, they go, "Yo, that's not a corner."
Yeah, believe it or not,
corner. It's a wall. This is a full flat wall.
It's mind blowing. It's literally mind blowing.
Mandela effect or whatever you want to call it. It's trippy.
I spent a good 5 minutes being like, "What the hell, Cody?"
But I'm telling you, this is the lowest budget podcast with the best production. Best audio, best visual, everything. This shit is shot on a fucking cell phone. No lie. These mics, they're not even plugged in. This backdrop is a fucking piece of vinyl taped to a wall with literal duct tape. No lie. We out here. We doing it for real. Big dog style. Okay, so my rap name. Somebody inboxed me was like,
how did Koty Kolter get the rap name Koty Kolter?
It's kind of a funny story, I know. So I always wanted my real name because my inspiration was Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks. And I was like, yes. I want that title. Real name, no gimmicks. So I'm not even joking. When I first started rapping, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I would say Koty Kolter, real name, no gimmicks. That's how I would introduce myself. I'd be like, awesome. But like not like copying Obi Trice. Everybody knew who Obi Trice was, but it was more like, oh, yo, just like Obi Trice. That's sick, right? So I'm like, yo, Koty Kolter, real name, no gimmicks. You know what it is, blah, blah. Anyway, so back in the day when I first started rapping, there was MySpace. There wasn't YouTube. There wasn't Facebook.
Yeah.
Google wasn't prominent.
Yeah. You're old.
So I'm like, and I had, I'm old as fuck. So, and I had like a criminal record, right? So I was like, look, I don't want to just use Koty Kolter like regularly how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Because then people could look me up on the database in the library.
Yeah.
And they could find everything about me and my family. And I'm obviously going to blow up and become famous.
Yeah.
So when I blow up and become famous, I want some sort of I want some sort of
Anemone?
secret.
No.
Yes, you can't say it either. Yo, is that the Finding Nemo word? No.
Anemone?
Anemone, yeah. Anemone. I can say that at least. Fucking dumbass fish. But yeah, so I was like, I'll use my real name, but I'll just change up the spelling. So I changed it to KOTY KOLTER, and I carved it in on my desk. I'm not even joking. I think it was grade 6. In grade 6, I carved that in my fucking desk.
Yeah.
So I have not changed my shit since then. I
It's
will
OG.
admit that back in the day when I first started rapping, other people gave me the name of Big Mac. I didn't like it.
Yeah. It never stuck.
It didn't really stick, but they called me Big Mac. But here's the thing. There was a guy named Big Mac who actually put out a couple songs. I wish I could find him to this day. It was so good. He had one about his daughter. It was such a good song. So sentimental. I was like, bro, this guy's so awesome. He's just a fat white guy. Anyway, shout out to Big Mac if you're out there.
Yeah. Anyone that knows Big Mac, send us that song.
Yeah, for real.
Drop it in the comments.
So yo, dude, that's okay. So we were talking about like me using slurs and me using.
Yeah.
So when it comes to you and who you are,
Yeah. I'm offended. Please don't call me a faggot.
I want to know. No.
I'm kidding.
So what is it? Are you gay? Are
give
you
you the
straight?
F-pass.
Are you trans? Are you? What's your?
I'm whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
But I think a lot of people might
People
watch
wanna
this
know.
video
They
or look
wanna
at you
know.
and be
They
like,
wanna know.
"Oh, this is a man."
They're
who-
questioning if I'll suck their dick or not.
Yeah,
That's really what it comes down to.
A lot of the guys.
They're like,
A lot of
will
guys are
he
probably
or
thinking
will
that.
he not?
Well, that's why
The answer is probably not. I'm sorry, boys.
well, bro, I say the tattoos is what drew me in, but realistically, I was just like, I wonder if he'll suck my dick or not.
I mean, it was super gay back then, too.
And you never did.
Nah, I didn't tattoo you either.
But I know you're polyamorous,
Yeah,
right?
I try to be.
And
It
I
just
learned-
makes life worse.
Yeah, bro. Have I not been telling you that since I met you? You're
Not
like,
for the
I'm
reasons you
polyamorous.
think.
No,
For the
no.
reasons that like I could possibly have like on any given day 3 or 4 girls who I am deeply in love with. I care about them so much, and all 4 of them could just like break my heart that day, treat me like complete garbage. Like imagine, like you have your bad day with your girlfriend, and you're like, fuck, that sucks. But then there's 3 other of your girlfriends who you're also having a bad day with, and you're like,
That sounds
this
horrible,
really
dude.
fucking sucks.
You mean if I have an argument with my girlfriend and then I have 3 other ones to choose from? That sounds horrible.
But you're
dude.
also in an argument with all of them too, because they're upset about
Bro,
whatever.
I think
else
that makes
shit's
you
going
the
on.
issue, bro. I think that makes you the issue.
I think I need to pick better women.
Yeah, maybe. But I think women who are just
Shout out to my girlfriends. You know who you
Yeah.
are.
I know who one of them is. I'm not going to say her name and call her out, but I saw you guys. We're in a relationship.
I'm actually not in a relationship with anyone right now.
No, you're not like not a one-on-one. but
Nobody
you're-
loves Sad Boy.
I love you, dude. I'm not gay though.
Thank
I
you.
wouldn't fuck you, but
Wow, this isn't gonna work. There goes my Tuesday night.
no. But that is my question. Are you gay? Are you bi? Can I just get? I've been friends with you for so long. We haven't really had this conversation. It's
So-
probably touchy for you to
know
talk
what?
about.
I mean, I will say that even though we're on podcast here, I will explain kind of my thoughts on. So it's hard for me when I get asked this question because I get offended because I don't. Like I am, I guess, gay. I guess I'm bisexual. If you want to put an actual term on it, I'm
Right.
bisexual.
That's what I honestly. That's what I knew about you.
But I prefer women. It's very rarely I
That's
do anything with a
obvious
guy,
to me.
and then it has to be usually just a random person, and normally there has to be other females with me. I don't want to just
Right.
go
Okay.
hook. Or if I am hooking up with someone who has a penis, then I would prefer them to be like a trans person who's transitioning, or not even necessarily
Right.
transitioning. They just identify that way.
Right.
I don't want to be with cis men or people who present cis because I'm not interested in that. I'm more interested in women and female presenting people.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like
Which is kind of straight. Is that why you don't really know how to answer the question? Because it's like
that's not why I don't know how to answer. The reason I don't know how to answer a question,
'Cause I would
it's not
prefer-
even that I don't know how to answer it. I feel offended when people ask me because I was raised homophobic,
right.
and I am homophobic to an extent.
right.
Which is insane to think because
Yeah.
obviously how could this person be homophobic? And I'm not. I would never judge anyone solely based off
How
of
can I
anything.
be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Literally.
Yeah.
See a man topless. Even the stick is gay.
Yeah. But bro, we haven't really talked about this. But bro, I get people like, if we have a picture together, we do a video together, whatever. People ask me, we're like respectfully, like I've never had anyone be like, "Who's that faggot you're with?" But then people be like, "Oh, is he trans?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "Oh, is he? Oh, he's
But you
gay?"
don't know how to answer. You're
and
like,
I'm like,
I don't know.
But this is what I always say. I always say, he's bi, but he prefers women, and he's polyamorous.
Yeah.
That's literally all I say.
Yeah. I mean, that is a good answer.
I don't think you're trans. I wouldn't call you trans. I don't think you're trans. Are you? Maybe you identify as that, man. Which is perfectly fine, bro. I love that.
I do. If someone wants me
I'm going to make fun of you for it, but I love you, bro.
If someone wants me to put an actual label on how I feel in life, I feel like I am a trans female lesbian. But like that's so complicated to even explain, and it just goes beyond the realm
like
of
this, bro.
It's just like
I think that's what I am.
Yeah. I hate saying that because then people just like they look at it so weirdly. They're like, because at the end of the day, I am a man. I was born male. I'm biologically a male.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
doesn't matter how small your dick is, you're still a male.
Comes with a certain kind of stigmatism to it. You know what I mean? When it comes to like this kind of like, oh, maybe this person wants to be this way because they want to be a predator or they want to fucking have nefarious reasons for. But at the end of the day, like I just want to live my life. I'm not a fucking weirdo. I'm not a creep. You know what I mean? I just want to.
You're like a bit of a weirdo. I would never say you're a creep. You're a genuine nice guy, dude.
Thank you,
honestly
appreciate that.
Oh, bro, that's why. Bro, I've only been friends with good people.
Yeah.
Bro, if you weren't a good person, you wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have kept contact with you, man. Like.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
dude. You're definitely a good dude. I'll definitely vouch for you. I have 1,000 times, no matter how fucking gay you are. No, but I mean, truthfully, I did. Remember, I said there was some tough questions I want to ask you.
Yeah.
And I want to.
This is it.
Get into some serious shit. Yeah, it's because we've even privately, we've never really talked about.
No, we haven't.
This. I knew you kind of dressed like this. I knew you kind of. Well, for the record, you've never like hit on me, so that's why I'm like, I don't think he's gay.
I wouldn't
beat the fuck out of you.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. No, well, you know what the weird thing is, well, I guess I'm gonna say this before I circle back to something, but and I don't know if Mars is gonna fucking feel a certain type of way about this, but I love you, Mars brother. You're my fucking brother.
Shout out to Mars.
There's this weird distinction sometimes, the way that people treat me and him differently, even though he presents the same way I do. He acts the same way I do.
I kind of see you guys as the same.
But there's this weird thing that happens with the general public where they almost judge him harsher. Like, and I've had so many people that will literally come up to me and be like, I'm cool with you, but what the fuck's wrong with that guy?
Really?
Yeah.
So Mars.
I think it comes down to the fact, and this is what I'm doubling back to as well, is that I was raised homophobic, and I was raised a certain way, and it was the people that I was around, because my mom had, my mom was a single mom. I love my mother. Shout out to her. But unfortunately, she didn't have the greatest influences in my life, and those men were homophobic, extremely homophobic. They were drug addicted, alcoholic, abusive men, and they instilled it in my head that being gay isn't right. It's okay that Court's the way that he is. It's okay that he looks the way that he is, but it's not okay to be gay.
Yeah, that's where they drew the line.
And like, so if someone was gay towards me or someone was acting gay, like even to this day, I don't like if someone's overtly acting a certain way, I get offended, and I don't fucking like it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the difference between me and Mars, is that he doesn't act homophobic ever. He really does embrace that lifestyle, which there's nothing wrong with.
Okay, so so many people don't know who Mars is or what. So for Mars, for me, he's a male, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
But I do see him dress as a female.
Yeah.
And he's married to a female.
Yeah.
But he dresses as a female. So in my eyes, I do see you guys the same. Yeah. Where it's like you're straight men.
Yeah.
That's
why I say it's so weird.
That dress girly.
We live the same lifestyle, you could say.
Yeah.
But people do definitely treat him differently than they treat me. And I think it comes down to the fact that I was raised homophobic. And I give off. So there's these certain type of people.
Well, it's fucking gay to be a homo, bro. So that's probably.
Well, there's certain people in this world, right, who look at it in a certain perspective, and they interact with people that are like me in a certain way. But when they see me, they almost have some kind of connection because I act the same way they do in certain ways.
I think
because
that's
I was
where,
raised with their mental. Like the perspective they have mentally on the world is the way I was raised.
Yeah.
So I can relate to them. Regardless that I have makeup
I think
on.
maybe that's why we bonded. Because I'm like, ew, you're gay, don't touch me. And then you're like,
I don't want to.
I feel the same way.
Literally,
I feel the same way, bro. Like we see a gay guy, and I'm like, oh, let's get away from this faggot. You're like, yeah, fucking queer. And we walk away.
Yeah.
And then we're like fist bump, make out.
Fucking idiot. Yeah. But you get where I'm coming at, though, right?
Yeah. I'm making jokes, but I totally understand. I get where you're coming from.
And we've never had that conversation, but that is like a certain way that that's why the way I think the way I am, and I feel like people interact with me and treat me the way that they treat me comes down to that fact.
Bro, I feel like you expressing kind of, I don't like labels. You don't have to put labels on yourself, but you at least express, because bro, people look at you and they instantly have their own judgment.
Oh,
they're like,
100%.
He's trans or he's gay or he's blah, blah, blah. But then you're rapping and then you're like, fucking faggots. And you're rapping shit. They're like, what? So it is kind of confusing. It is kind of nice, bro, to you to just be like, look, this is like, you don't have to. I'm not saying you are ashamed, but you don't have to be ashamed about anything.
I'm
how you feel.
authentically me, and that's what I think people appreciate.
Always, you've always been.
You know what I mean?
And that is why I like you, bro. You've always been super authentic and straight up. You don't change. You don't not dress like this around certain people. And you know what's funny? I even said, yo, when you come on the podcast, bro, don't be shy, but like wearing your makeup and shit like that. Because I know it's like a rapper podcast, and I'm Koty Kolter, and I'm like, I want you to feel comfortable, dude. Like wear your makeup, do whatever you want to do, and you're like. Slay, bro. No, but you were like, you showed up like this, and I was like, faggot. No, but I'm so glad you fucking came, though. And
hell yeah.
I know it was a hard conversation to have, bro. And I'm glad
that we had it, man.
You kind of opened up, and now people who listen to your music can kind of like see you for who you are and kind of know you through your music.
Well, if anyone's listened to any of my songs, it's all about fucking bitches.
Yeah. So, bro, that's I think what is most confusing.
That's what throws people off.
Is that you are a female lover. You get girls. You're always with girls. You always rap about girls, but then you also dress like a girl. Or a girl or / like a gay person. So we were like, is he gay? Is he trans? Or is he just a man who likes women, who just dresses a certain way? And anyway,
one thing that's funny about that bit is so I go downtown with my speaker and I'll just rap in the streets for random college kids, and they'll always be like, yeah, rap for me, because their friends will be like, oh, I seen that kid rap before, or whatever reason they stop me, or I'll just be doing whatever, and I'll start rapping specifically Bad Bitch, which is specifically a song that's like dedicated, like the whole time I'm singing specifically to a girl. Oh, you look so good in this clothing.
It's about bad bitches. Bro.
Yeah, I want to do this. You could cheat on your boyfriend with me, whatever. Like that's the whole theme of the song, right? Yeah. And the guys will always like, not always, but I'll say probably 8 out of 10 times you'll have the guys. They'll be like, "Is this guy singing this song to you? What the hell is happening right now?"
So you don't expect it.
They don't expect it at all. First they think it's gonna be a joke. They're about to they think they're about to clown me. I'm about to like rap really badly and have a terrible performance. But then I come out with a song that's fire. And on top of it, I'm rapping it directly to the girlfriend or whoever they're currently with. And they're like, wait a minute.
Yo, this guy's about to take my girl. The guy with the pink hair is about to take my girl. What the fuck?
Exactly.
That's so fucking funny, bro. So do you think a lot of your identity / sexuality ties into mental health in any way? I know SadBoiSavage, that's what your name is, and just from seeing your posts on social media, hearing your songs, some of your more deep songs, like you've showed me some shit that I'm pretty sure it's released, but I know you've showed me some shit that like wasn't released at the time and shit like that, and I remember saying to you like, bro, this is so fucking deep. Because you do talk a lot about mental health, you do post a lot about mental health. I know you go through it a lot.
Yeah.
So not only am I asking about that, but do you think this whole identity, I was going to say identity crisis, I wouldn't call it that, but this whole identity of you not knowing how to present yourself or not knowing how people are going to take you, but at the same time also kind of not knowing yourself and feeling like you're kind of lost, like with the mental health shit, like where do I go? What way do I turn? Like who do I have in my corner? Do you feel like any of that kind of ties it together at all? Or what is your perspective on mental health in general is kind of what I'm getting to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they really tie into each other. I mean, I guess it definitely has a factor on things, but when it comes to mental health in general, like obviously I'm a huge advocate of mental health. My last show that we just did at Urban, shout out Billy Marks because he helped me a lot on that. Shout out Urban.
Billy Marks. Shout out Urban.
Belinda. I mean, if you're watching this, even in a month's time, Urban's not a thing anymore because it's closing down.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, man. Which is I never even got to perform there. Yeah. Everyone performed that. Fuck, bro. Yeah. I should have gone.
Belinda really first. I mean, we should talk a little bit about Urban at some point here too. But man, like shout out Belinda. She really held it down for not even the rap community, just the music scene and artists in general in Peterborough. She had so many variety of artists out there. It didn't matter what kind of music you made. It didn't matter who you were. You were welcome there, and that was.
She never invited me, but whatever. Yeah.
Well, you were welcome.
I'm sure I was.
But yeah, so to circle back just like on mental health and stuff, obviously, yeah, I named myself Sad Boy, which, you know, I did that because I do, you know, suffer from various mental illnesses.
You're a sad ass bitch, bro.
I am. I'm depressing. I'm depressing as fuck. That's why I had to be poly, because if I didn't have 10 girls on the go, then I'm joking. But if I didn't have, you know, multiple girls on the go, I'd have no one in my life because I'm
bro. But if you met the one special one, bro, I believe you'd go non-poly. I don't know what that term is, but monogamous.
Yeah, well, literally, there is some girls out there that could probably term me monogamous, but at the same time, like, I don't know, man. You'd have to be pretty special.
Yo, I don't mean to, like, cut you off or whatever. I do. Do you realize that we are 1, 2, 3, 4 down the line of 10 topics, and we're going on, I guarantee, 25 minutes?
Yeah, well, I mean, I told them in the beginning of this podcast, it's a long one.
Yeah. So, yo, that's okay. So, we talk about my albums that I have out, bro. On the home run, you were the guy in the skits.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
But you just happened to be in the studio at the time. I'm like, bro.
Well, we were both part of Back Row.
Yo, right. So I knew I was like. Yeah. One of these guys will be in the studio when I'm recording.
I was there with you. The whole Home Run album.
Yeah, bro. So if you go, the Home Run is on this channel that you're watching this on. You go listen to the Home Run album. Go listen to the skits. Yeah,
they are.
Yeah,
bro. I only have 2 of them on my phone. I'm missing one of them.
Yo, I'm 90% sure the skits are on. Yeah, I think it's the whole CD.
That's sick.
I fucking hope so. But yeah, the skits. Yo, bro, and you were in the skits, man.
I am. They're funny. They're really funny. Part. And I remember recording the one where it's supposed to be you getting a phone call from. So the whole idea of the skit this whole time is there's this guy that's persistently trying to get you to perform for him, and like he's just this idiot who's like a weird fan of yours or whatever, and he like tries to rap on one of the skits, but the one he calls you and he's like, I got your number from Skippy, bro. My cousin Skippy.
Like, who?
yeah. And I remember, so we're in the Back Row studio at the time, and you're in the booth recording it, and I call you on your actual phone, and I'm in the basement on my phone recording my part. That's and you're so holding funny. The phone to the mic as you're talking to me.
Yeah. No, I remember that shit too. That was so good. But yo, check out the skits. Yeah, he's on the skits. That's so funny. And not only that, bro. I don't know if you checked out my Instagram. You know how you can put songs on your Instagram?
Okay, yeah.
My song is mine and your song.
Is it actually?
Yeah. You go to my Instagram, it's me and you.
Yeah.
As my feature song.
Yeah. What do you mean? That was my first song.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Hit the bong. Hit the bong and I'm blasting off till my brain cells turn into applesauce. Yeah, bro. That was fire, bro. So, yo, I think this and this is what we're going to wrap shit up with. Okay. If you think that's all right. I think maybe we'll save that for last.
All right.
Because that's going to be kind of something we can clip out.
Yeah.
You're getting a little behind the scenes of how we work things around here at the Koty Kolter podcast. So, yo, remember when I said in that status, yo, I'm about to do a podcast with the hardest working rapper in Peterborough,
Yeah.
you were like, I instantly knew who that was.
I did, yeah. I instantly knew it was Lukeman. I was like, there's no way it's anyone else.
So, yo, just for instance, I was about to tell you this, and I was like, I'll save it for the podcast. So just for instance, I hit him up and go, Lukeman, do you want to be on the podcast? He goes, sure, bro. I go to work. I get off work. I'm tagged in a bunch of shit, a bunch of notifications, a bunch of stories posted. I'm what the fuck? He's doing crazy promo, being like, I'm going to go on Koty Kolter's podcast. Yo, make sure you subscribe to his channel. Yo, I'm going on Koty Kolter podcast. Me and Koty Kolter on the podcast. I'm like, what the fuck? So just crazy promo, right?
Yeah.
Then we do the podcast together, right? And I get off the podcast, and he's making posts. He's doing all this shit. I clipped together like 12 little clips of us on the podcast, and I sent some to him, and he goes, yo, bro, here's what we're going to do. You're going to post 1, I'll post 12. You post 2, I'll post 11. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he's like, and then by the time we get down to the other ones, we'll be posting the ones we already post, and then we'll have another, you know what I mean? And I'm just like just this cross promotion.
Yeah.
That's like next level. And like he's just working all this out, and it's not even his podcast.
Yeah.
This is my podcast, but he's like working out how to promote my That's why I say he's the hardest worker, man.
Yeah. Oh, he
that
definitely is.
I'm glad that you agree, bro. That's why I was kind of
he's
hoping
consistently
some
putting out
people
work
would get offended and be like, he ain't the hardest, bro. He's the hard. And I didn't say best rapper in Peterborough because you know that's me. No, I'm just fine. But no, definitely the hardest worker. Until I start working harder, then he's nothing. He's not the hardest worker. He's not the best rapper. He's just literally dust in the wind after that. So
yeah.
So good luck, bro. No, but anyway, I just want to touch on that. Like,
no,
bro,
shout out Lukeman, honestly, man. Fucking
his work ethic,
G, bro.
crazy. But that's why I knew when I posted I'm doing a podcast with the hardest working rapper in Peterborough. The real ones would fucking know exactly what I'm talking about, with no question. Question.
No, I knew right away.
So bro, that song, I'm coming back, don't let me go, yeah.
Yeah, MGK.
I'm coming back, just let me go. Did you hear that album that he did with Trippie Redd? MGK and Trippie Redd?
Yeah, that's not too bad either.
It's
I really
good,
love
dude.
MGK, honestly, man. Like, he's an underrated. Like, people hate on him, I think, just specifically because of the Eminem beef, which is stupid.
Yeah. Which I'm gonna say, okay, I am the biggest Eminem fan. Everybody knows that. Eminem inspired everything. I have Eminem coloring books. I have Eminem crossword puzzles.
Yeah.
No lie, bro. I wish my arm was a little long enough to grab that shelf and kind of pull it over here, bro. I am a huge Eminem fan. I'm gonna say straight up, Kill Shot or Rap Devil. I'm Rap Devil all day. I love that song. I love the video. I think MGK killed it. If you're going song for song, MGK won. If you're going career for career, if you're going, Eminem is the fucking best. Fuck MGK. Like if you're going like career, but no. When those came out, I listened to Kill Shot, listened to Rap Devil. I was way more excited about Rap Devil. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't know, I'm biased, but like I'm the hugest Eminem stan, and I can say MGK is a great fucking artist. I've been following him since forever, dude.
Yeah.
Since Lace Up.
I don't know the first MGK song I heard, but I do really love that song, "Don't Let Me Go," because like it's just so powerful, and I guess like it speaks to my soul, and I guess obviously like I'm a sad boy, so a lot of my music it comes down to deep emotional stuff. Not all of it, SadBoiSavage. So a lot of the stuff people like and have heard is the savage side of things, which is where I'm rapping about money or girls or whatever.
Bro, I really want to show you. I don't feel like you've really listened to MGK and Trippie Redd album.
I did.
It's so good, dude. It's
good.
so emotional. Anyone that I talk to about it, they go, "It's too emo for me," but it's good. But bro, it's. So, like
he
that
has
one
song on it that
4 a.m. I'm not enough.
I was literally about to say.
About to say that
line. I was literally about to say that.
But bro,
I was literally about to say, that one song where he's talking about he's like nodding off, hoping it's not fentanyl. Like the lyrics are powerful, bro. They're powerful. Yeah. Like off topic, off camera, we're not gonna say what I talked about, but I talked about what was going on in my personal life before this. You know what I mean? Like obviously, I can relate hard to that. Not that I'm doing drugs, but that I should.
Yeah, I was
going
to say.
I should clarify that.
You don't do drugs.
I don't do
bro.
drugs.
Yeah,
I've been sober 13, 14 years. I haven't done hard drugs since I was like
awesome,
17
man.
or
Proud
something.
of you for that, bro. I would have to say I might start slowly cutting ties with you if you were on drugs. No, truthfully, just because like I don't really fuck with people that. At least closely, the people that like are into drugs and shit. I just can't have that in my life. Can't have that around my kids. And to tell you the truth, I sometimes never really know with you, bro. You know what I mean? Not that like you're unpredictable or like you seem like a drug addict, but bro, I know you go through a lot, man. I know, me and you have both had our like drinking issues and shit like that.
No, I have my demons, man. When it comes to weed, when it comes to alcohol, I can't give that shit up. But I've had my years of bad times when I was younger, and I have a lot of friends that are still in active addiction issues and stuff, which is what I was saying there. You know what I mean? I can relate to that song, and I can feel because I'm worried, and I don't relate in the sense that I'm worried I'm gonna die one day smoking fentanyl. Obviously, I don't do drugs, but I'm worried about my friends who I know that are in active addiction.
You seem like you do.
And I'm worried, and I fear for them, and then I stay up late at night thinking I hope whatever they're doing doesn't take them out like it's taking everyone else out.
And speaking of, man, I actually remember when me and you were smashed. Could have been after a show. We were actually talking about all the people we've lost to like drugs and shit like that. And bro, we just kept going. It was just like a volleyball game. You're like this person, I'm like this person, you're like this person, and we just kept like, and we knew some of the same people. It's just like,
well, I just lost someone literally as recent as last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Rest in peace, Justin. Seriously, I love you, brother.
Yeah, bro. And then yeah, dude. Yeah, everybody's dying, which is kind of crazy because this is going to maybe get political. This is not a political statement, though, but this is going to be politicized. So how many people do you know that have died of COVID?
2 people, my aunt and uncle.
I know one person who died of vaccine complications. I don't know anyone who's died of COVID. I used to work with a girl and her grandfather died of COVID. Okay. I know 26 people who have overdosed. Now you tell me what the real fucking pandemic is.
Yeah. Well, during COVID and the pandemic, my dad was preaching that like every single day. He said, X, Y, Z amount of people are dying from whatever. But he's like,
wait a minute. I knew people were dying, but X, Y, Z died? Yo, I did not expect that. Anyway, sorry.
But he was, he's like the real pandemic, the real epidemic right now is the drug overdose. That's why. So my next show I'm gonna do, it's gonna be the final hip hop show at Urban, and I'm working on a title and a way to express this, but I want it. It's gonna be a party and a celebration of all our friends that we've lost. Yeah. Because it's hard. Yeah. It's rough.
Yo, so when are you doing that?
December 28th. It's going to be a Saturday.
December 28th on Saturday. And where is this at?
Urban.
So this is going to be the last hip-hop show at Urban?
Last hip-hop show at Urban.
No
and it'll
way.
be I think like the 3rd or 5th last show at Urban in general.
Wow. The last hip-hop show at Urban, December 28th.
Yeah, be there or be square.
In memory of the people that we've lost. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you're doing that, bro. I'm gonna try my best. What day is it?
It'll be December 28th.
Like, what day of the week is that?
It'll be Saturday.
Okay, I don't know if I can make it, but I'll bro. I will try, man. That is awesome, bro. That is awesome, dude.
Because like the last show I did was for men's mental healthness awareness, so we did that to just get a conversation going about men's mental health. And so when we were going to do this show, I was like, okay, what are we going to have this based on? And originally I wanted to do just about overdose awareness and like drug addiction, like something like that. But then I thought, because I literally just lost, like I said, I lost my friend last week. And after that, I was like, no, I want this to be a celebration of all my dead friends.
Yeah.
And that's what I want it to be. I want anyone who's lost someone, I want them to come out, and I want us to celebrate.
Hell yeah, bro.
I want them to celebrate us. I want us to have a moment where, we all cry together in Urban. And
I'll do my best to make it there, man.
So.
Bro, I just thought of a line that's really fucking dope.
Say it.
There's a pandemic in Peterborough, homie, and no one knows it. But they ain't dying of COVID, man. They overdosing. I'm going to put that in a song one day.
That'd have been fire in 2020.
But, yo, thanks for watching the podcast, the SadBoiSavage. Anything you want to shout out?
Nah. Shout out Koty, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Legend.
subscribe. Go check out his music. You know what it is. Peterborough all day. 705 all day. Fucking, we love faggots over here at the Kolter Podcast. Love
Peace.
Yo, I know there was that Young Thug thing. That was the last thing.
That's okay.
Totally get it. I knew it was going to be a long segment, but I knew.
Okay, then.
I knew this. Look at that.
Oh, your phone's dying?